Hello guys and welcome to a very special Valentine's Day video! With Minecraft as your host in the background because I didn't feel like putting up a black screen or a screen with a heart. I wanted to be original. I wanted to put something that has absolutely nothing to do with Valentine's Day in the background. So anyways, through the Facebook, which you can actually go to in the link below, I asked you guys what would you like me to talk about in this video, and originally it was just going to be a Minecraft Adventures episode, but it turned out to be me talking about my first love. So it's a mix between Valentine's Day and my first love. First off, I am definitely going to be single this year. What are you guys going to be doing? Because that kind of interests me for whatever weird reason. And yes, I do read every single comment, so I do like to see what's going on with you guys. So before I get into my first love and Valentine's Day and whatnot, originally I was out here and you guys asked me to right click on. Oh God, I did. Oh God, I did, yes. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But I found a couple of monsters out here, and they were mean to me. And if I see them, I will explain what happened. But anyways, pertaining to my... Oh, that was my chair. Pertaining to my... Oh God, why are things just dying? Uh-oh. Oh God, he's mad! Is the duck mad at me too? Why is everybody so mad? Why are you so mad at me, Bear? Why are you so mad? He dropped 2 fish. I am living large. Hoping I could eat that. So anyways, my first love was when I was 18. Yes, 18. Okay, these little asshole... Whoa. I was doing good on lag, or I was doing good with no lag, and that decides to randomly lag. Okay. For whatever reason, maybe there's too many aminals. Stupid freaking birds. Always just being there. So, my first love was when I was 18 years old in January 2010. It lasted for only about 2.5 months. But what can I say? First loves are always the worst. To get over, at least, they're great at first, but then, you know, when you're trying to get over that heartbreak, that's when it gets pretty bad. It's difficult to talk about this, as you can see by me messing up on my words quite a lot. I'm not going to go into how it ended. I will go into how it started first. This is probably going to sound stupid to a lot of you, but my first love was actually through a girl I met on the internet. You're probably thinking, oh God, what a nerd. Probably met her on a forum talking about World of Warcraft. No, actually, I met her through YouTube. It was through my old account that I used to do. I don't know how she randomly found me, but we got to talking randomly. She posted a video response to one of my videos, and then we just kind of started talking. When we first started talking, we were strictly friends, just for about like 3-4 months. Then we stopped talking, which was around the time that... Oh, here's what happens when you right-click on a bunny. Come here, bitch. Oh. There. Let's... There we go. So anyways, I'm gonna go into third person. Basically, we were just friends at first. We just talked about random stuff. She was an Asian, yes, of the Asian persuasion, and then lots of random lag. Hooray for that. It was working good for some reason. Now it's being a jerk. Hello, Ducky. Call you Ducky that I killed. We were good friends, talked on MySpace a lot and whatnot, and then around the time that I messed up really... Ooh, back off. Messed up really bad with school, kind of stopped talking to everyone, kind of cut off contact, and then we didn't talk again until about December of 2009. We just kind of got talking again, and she was going through some stuff, I was going through some stuff, and then we were kind of... Bitch! And then we were kind of like, hey, you know what, I kind of really like you, and you kind of really like me. Wow, that's a lot of meat that I got. That's some big meat. And then we just kind of got talking, and it just kind of randomly happened. Didn't even mean for it to happen. And she was really pretty. I mean, she was definitely a 10 out of 10. If I'm going to be shallow and rate with a number. Did the fox attack me? Does everything freaking attack me now when I set it to... Oh, maybe when you set the difficulty to hard, everything just attacks you. Anyway, let's go back. We could chop down some more wood. We're gonna do that. Around about January, I don't know, first, maybe second week of January. They died. First, second week of January, her and I kind of, you know, we're like, ah, I like you, you like me. Why don't we do this? Maybe it'll go somewhere. So against everything that said don't do it in my head, I was kind of like, you know what? Maybe I should just take a chance, try out one of these internet relationships, or excuse me, one of these long distance relationships, which honestly, I used to be very much against long distance relationships, whereas now I'm not as much because my bunny died. I literally was sad there. I was just like, what is that? My bunny died. Okay. Anyway, you know, long-distance relationships are probably one of the hardest things that you can do in your life, because it is so much more difficult than having a relationship with someone next to you. It's definitely possible, but I think when you are just a teenager and you have no means of talking to the person except for the phone, you can't actually go visit them because you don't make any money, it kind of puts a lot of strain on something, and you have to be very, very trusting of the other person. You have to be able to believe what they're saying, and I have really bad trust issues, as well as the fact that I am ridiculously jealous, albeit my jealousy is nowhere near as bad as it used to be when I was 18 and 17 and whatnot, so I've gotten a lot better at that. But she was definitely my first love. Her name was the Stephanies, not the Stephanies, you know, minus the, but her name was Stephanie. She was of the Asian persuasion, particularly Japanese, so she was amazing. And she was very pretty, very unique person, probably the most unique person I've ever met. Yeah, we just kind of got off talking and whatnot, and then we became really close, and we were like, let's try this. We talked on the phone for hours. You know, I can still remember because we'd only talked ever through typing and whatnot. We'd never used a webcam or Skyped, or actually talked on the phone until maybe 6 months after we had known each other. So I can still remember the first time talking to her on the phone. It was just, oh my god, I am so ridiculously nervous right now. And she shared those feelings with me also. So it was kind of, it was funny. We laughed a lot. And, you know, trying something as difficult as a long-distance relationship is something I would highly advise against, unless you are completely willing to do whatever it is that you can to, you know, trust the other person and be able to visit the other person. Long-term, long-distance relationships I don't think really can ever work, because just the fact that you can't see the other person is just horrible, and I don't think a good relationship could go through with that. And also, I have shark teeth, so if anyone knows what you can do with these, please tell me. And, basically the first 2 months were really good, and then I was really clingy. I had lots of problems. I'm a very clingy person, just in general. I don't know why, I just really am. And, you know, I got a little too clingy, and then we kind of started to separate, and I can just kind of remember we weren't very good at communicating, so I can still remember when we kind of broke it off. I had felt like someone took a knife, stabbed it in my heart, twisted it, and then just left it there for about 2 months. Now, if you guys do remember, any long-term, amazing subscribers of the Banana Pie Lord peoples, you'll remember that I did take a hiatus from making videos, and basically, that was the reason why I took my hiatus. It was because I could not think straight. I was legitimately sad. I had felt like the whole world was crashing down around me. I was just like, this is it, my life is over. And it's one of those things when you say something like that, it's kind of hard to understand it until it happens to you. I'd heard people say, oh man, my first girlfriend, and now I'm completely heartbroken. And then, you know, I'm just like, yeah, right, it can't be that bad. Then it happens to you and you're like, good God, get whatever is happening to me out of here. I don't like this. It was horrible. Never like to experience that again. But albeit, we did end kind of in bad blood. We talked again, but I don't know. I kind of had to cut off connections with her because I still kind of have feelings for her. As you can see, I'm a very weird person. But we haven't talked in a long time, and we probably never will again. But I could never experience anything as amazing as meeting her. She was definitely the most unique person I'd ever met. and I'm very grateful that I did meet her. But first love, to anyone who has not experienced it yet, is definitely difficult, especially if you did what I did and you had a long-distance relationship. That is a bad idea. Do not do that. That was bad. She lived... she was 3 hours behind my time. She lived up in Utah, whereas I live in Florida, so time difference definitely was annoying. But I can still remember just staying up till about 4 in the morning talking, and I honestly love staying up really late and talking on the phone. And you know, it just being completely quiet. There's no sun out. You can just see stars. Come here, you asshole. Why? Oh, okay, I killed it. It's just something that I really miss and that I really enjoyed. I would like to hear, if you guys do not mind, well, who was your first love? Do you remember any specific thing about that person? Was it terrible when you guys broke up? Or how did you guys break up? Mine wasn't exactly that bad of one. It was just kind of like we slowly drifted apart, and then, you know, when I finally came to realization, I was like, ow! What is this thing in my heart that keeps twisting and twisting? But I am completely over it now. You know, I am happy, I'm back, all that good stuff. So, first love, it is definitely a difficult thing. But I'm glad that I got that out of the way, because now I am not emotionally ruined when I get connected with a girl. So that is all good and whatnot. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And don't forget to tell me about your first love or anything like that if you feel like sharing it, because I do read all the comments and I love to see what's going on with you guys. So don't forget to leave that down in the comment section below. I will see you on the next episode, or there isn't really going to be an episode because this is just a random video for Valentine's Day. So happy Singles Awareness Day to all of those who do not have a Valentine, like myself. I will see you once again on another video. My name is Banana Pie Lord.